Welcome to another King's Crasher Banter Blitz show. This is 9 PM UK time, Friday night. Okay, so hi on stream, and I'm going to say hi all on stream. And let's start with a 5-minute auto pairing while we're waiting for some challenges. So Ray, got a strong opponent here on the 5-minute auto pairing. I think bishop f4. Can I get away with the check? Or is this
check?
Probably going into his territory here? I'll try and get this pawn immediately. Is 94 worth thinking about? Well, I'll just take it. I mean, control the center of it. I go back here. Threatening knight takes e4. I wonder if I can get away with g6. Is it too slow? Find out. Looks a bit like a Sicilian dragon. Got that c file. White's missing the d pawn. Kind of transposed into a Sicilian dragon territory. What would I do in the dragon? What would I want to do here? Maybe bishop d7 or a6. Yeah, okay, so knight c4 could be a problem, I guess. Probably a worse problem if a6 is played, because then there's bishop b6 after. Now if we just try and do this. So this d file, get ready for this d file. It's going for an attack. If I was annoying with queen h5, bishop e2, I guess. I wonder if e5 and then d5 would be interesting. There's always knight c4 to be a pain to me in return. I like to play d5 at e5, so I think this is the way to do it, but it looks a bit scary as a thing to do. Play e5, f5, d5, bishop g5, d takes. I'm not entirely sure what the plan should be. The queen seems a liability. If I played queen h5, bishop e2, does that actually do anything for me? Not sure it does. That's a very interesting position. Okay, don't want to get too far behind on the clock either. So I need to do something. What do I do? Okay, I'll move the rook here. That's a waiting move. Maybe it's sort of out of a pin. If I'm going to play e5 and d5, I think I've done myself in a bit here. 2 minutes behind on the clock trying to think about something to do when it's still a very tricky position, complicated. What I do know is that the queen's an unpleasant target here with knight c4. Alright, we're going to resolve that tension. Just put it back here. Okay, if I put it back here, e5, knight d5. In fact, okay, I've just gone into bishop b6, losing the queen, which is something I mentioned earlier about not doing. Yes, that wasn't very clever, I've got to say. Oh dear. Oh dear. to try and do is drink some water for the next game. See how quickly he finishes us off.
Check.
From this, let's see his technique. So he's a queen up. It should be pretty good, yeah? B5 and B4. Oh, crikey. Can I get anything? Can I get a massive swindle here? I doubt it. Alright, see what happens. For a moment.
Check.
Oh, I'm just losing even more material. That wasn't the greatest. Zebal, okay, save me from the 5-minute auto pairing. Oh, but that wasn't great. Okay, I've seen this line before. With 92, I've seen it before. I think that thoroughly confused me, the opening going into the Sicilian actually. In that previous game. I was a bit confused. Knight F3, Knight G3 for Bishop E2. Bishop E3 here. Okay, I haven't blown my queen. I haven't lost too much time on the clock. I think I also got into a panic about the clock situation. It was, yeah, I don't want to get into some sort of weird panic and then throw away material too often on the auto pairing. F5 looks tempting for Bishop H6 here. I've got the onslaught for Bishop H6. For Knight H5 after. Try and tear apart king side. So Knight H5. Actually, if king there's Knight takes F5. I can take this guy out because that's pinned. Anything else there? It's going to go for Rook G6. I can actually play Knight D4 now, maybe. Or, yeah, Knight D4 to hold that knight for a moment. I don't want to lose E5 though. Is Queen H5? But that does afford me Knight H6. If I can get to play Knight H6. Now Knight D4 doesn't seem too bad. Threatening Knight F7. I'm holding E5. I got some compensation, I think. I like the F file here. There's something nice about this position. I think it's more difficult to defend in blitz, and I've got some pressure points. I think the F7 pressure point is really cool. Oh, that just loses a piece, doesn't it? I'll just take that because of that pin. Alright, thanks for the game, Zebul. Master of Disaster. Oh, okay. So now this opening the tango does encourage some dark square weaknesses. which is my main initial objective. Actually, this line could be avoided by white, actually, just by playing knight f3 to go into standard classical or into peasant territory. But by doing this, I think the dark squares are fine for black. In fact, I think it's a pretty tasty position. I think even this idea again, bishop h3, could be a theme. Because the two knights are just lurking around here, waiting. I think this is like dangerous to continue the theme from the previous game. I think knight f4 is a bit of a killer potentially. I'll be hitting immediately the knight on f3, a tempo gain. No time for bishop f1. Knight g5, queen h4 is. I'm going to be following a knight f4, knight g4. I'm thinking this is a comfortable position. I guess I might have to watch out for the rook, but I'm going to get a good attack with the two knights and the queen. I think they're working together quite well here. So is he concerned about taking this? Knight h2, knight f4. He is. I'm going to go for h pawn now. Attack. Or even could consider queen g4 there. Leave it there. Might be useful there. So h4, g4, knight f4. With an idea potentially of knight g4. Or is it sort of trappable there? That's a concern. Move this rook, it's a loose piece. Queen e3 or queen f2. Might move it in advance. It's a good clock position, not too many problems at the moment. I'm going to not have the bishop trapped essentially. I'll get it out of there before h4. g4 is going to lock it in. In fact, on g4 I might play knight h7 to g5. That would be good, I think. Do I take? I'll do this. f5 I'll take here. Although queen takes is on this one. There's always rook g8 after, so yeah, let's open this. Knight h4. Or knight f4 is juicy. Knight f4. Threatening knight h3 check here. Aha. Trying to open this F file. And also this battery enliven it. Bishop h3 after. See, g5, g4, or g takes and rook g8. Just taking and rook g8. Or just taking here. Yeah, rook g8 to follow. Is looking cool. Rook g8, looking dangerous. Or knight e4, knight g4. A lot of good choices. Rook g8, and the queen coming. Checkmate. Yeah, without the pawns around the king, this is a disaster, I think. A disaster for the master of disaster. Without the king's shelter.
Check.
Throw this check in. I think this wins a piece. Knight g2, knight h3. Bishop g2, rook h4, or knight h3. Yeah, without the king shelter, it's very difficult to play the position. Very difficult.
Check.
I could be winning the queen. Okay, thanks for the game, Jay Russell. And thank you guys for saving me from the wrath of the 5-minute auto pairing. Oh, yeah. No, you guys are tough as well. I got to be on my game. I know that these sessions can be murderous, masochism, torture. Okay. I'm setting up camp on e4. If he takes it, I think d4 is weaker. You play for c4? I like my entrenched knight on e4. I think I should play the Grob at some point to lighten the proceedings here, on the auto pairing at least. Got to a bit too tense. Oh, okay. Right, so c6. I can always look forward to queen b6. If f3, queen b6. It strengthens d5 as well. Dual purpose. Pounce on
Check.
f3. Pouncing on f3. For like f2, winning the exchange.
Check.
Unless the queen's getting trapped, this is winning the exchange. So let's see here. Let's see. Bishop e6. f4. g4. h5. Gonna do this. Bishop d4 is fresh thing to win that queen, right? Got to get the queen out of there before it's trapped. It's done its job. She's done her job, rather. Queen has done her job. Okay, winning the exchange. Okay, let's crawl back into safety. Hitting e5. Now if f4, I'll set up a blockade, or maybe even b6. b6, bishop takes d5. Let's hold d5 a bit more, so I can play b6 without bishop d5. So this blockade, b6, c5. It's not. Try and use the a file here. Blast down the a file. b5, c5. I'll use that a file at least. Can I chip away at the g file here? Otherwise e5 will be weakened if I took. Now knight f3, g takes. What's this? What's this? Wow. Can we just take that? Seems a little bit panicky, that reaction. It's the pawn biting the dust. Rook a2, rook f2. Both rooks can blast down to the 7th rank here and join force. There's a battery on the 2nd rank. So, I don't know. No. With the bishop there holding, that would be stupid. Queen f7, queen g5. Well, there's g4. I want to hold that pawn, which I think I do want to hold that pawn. Okay, the bishop's holding f2. Still, I can go down to a2. Pay a visit to a2. Maybe. Then queen f7. Queen somewhere after. But I think... Ooh, another pawn. To to be taken. Maybe, yeah, I'm taking that because it's slightly compromising, I think, the king's safety. Okay, do I want to lose b6? Let's hold e6 for a moment without losing b6. Okay. If I played queen c8, just trying to nudge that exchange of queens. And rook f5 tempo. I'm wondering about, wow, I'm wondering, do I double rooks here for, maybe just double rooks? Or queen e6? There's a little trick here, rook e6 takes rook h6. I want to evict that queen further. Neat little trick, I hope. Rook h6. Protecting c6 as well. Right, let's see if this actually works. I'm hoping it works, otherwise it's blunder the rook. Alright, thanks for the game, J. Russell. Let's play Lewis. Hi. Lewis? Hello? Okay. Let's play. I'm playing the cautionary gambit recently, which is fun. So play it like this. Sometimes it hasn't gone quick c5. Right. Trying to release that tension on my centre. Play knight f1, the g3 and stuff. Aha, are we closing the queen side? So h4, h5, or knight h5. Get a knight into g4 here. And blast down the FR, I think castle and f4. Blast down this FR. I'm going to attack on the king side. I know it's cozy over here. Cozy teapot. As cozy as a tea cozy. Okay, anyway, I'm going to smash through on the king side here because I've got a lot of force to bear. I've got these two bishops bearing down. f5, f5. Right. I've got some entry points here. I don't think I should squish. Rather, I should brutally open the f file and try and do something with this f file here. What do I do with that? Rook f7 to start off with. There's no killer check to watch out for at the moment. If I can put my stuff on the f file for the moment. Even a4 is protected here. It's wonderful. I can actually take this h6 now. So my kingside attack is in full operation, I believe. Queen g4. I'll take all these beautiful squares. e6 could drop next. Or g5. Take g5 for fun. Yeah, let's take g5 for fun. Pass pawn to push. How? No, how? Pawn is even supported by the bishop up to h7. Knight g8. Would that be a move? For knight f6. There's a little temporary discovered attack, which could be a nuisance. But then knight f6, rook d8. I'll be losing that piece. That might be cool. Bishop e4, knight f6. I think it's cool. It's intensifying the pin pressure on d7. So bishop b4, knight f6. And then okay, the bishop scurries back. Oh, I'm taking the rook. No, I think it's just winning material actually. Bishop b4, knight f6. In the meantime, also I've got this h pawn. Okay, queen's not yet mating over here. Let's try and break down. I'll support h8 as well for this passed pawn. So bishop's supporting h7 and h8 for the pawn to land to queen. h6, h7. Except h6 is just taken. Let's be a bit more careful about that. Queen g6 first, h6. Knight e7, I could take. I think I'd take, simplify, then h6. Plan is simple, h6, h7, h8. Covers the g8 square. Let's make sure there's no problems over here. Right, let's have a battery on b7. Nice battery. Batteries tend to blow apart things. The pressure is too much. I think across that 7th rank, the battery is providing too much pressure. Okay, I can protect this for a moment. Oh, there's rook f8. I missed rook f8 there. Oof. Alright. Alright. Let's go with the other pawn then. So I can have rook b7 and a g7 plan. Because at the moment, I don't think black's doing anything now, in any case. I think I was just going to play to g6. Rook a7, queen b7, g7, and then a queen. No need for anything too fancy here, I believe. Okay, thanks to the game, Rocky Top is a frequent challenger. Hey, I'll try Smith Morrow Gambit against Rocky Top today. Did he have a near miss? I think he had a near miss last week, Rocky Top. But basically a winning position. I had to swindle on time. Wasn't it? Was that someone else? Might be Rocky Top. Clearly much better than his rating at, I believe. Yes. Okay. Not much of a dynamic position so far, because he hasn't accepted any gambit. Played very sensibly. Something about the position might be interesting is that the knight's displaced from the king's side. Can I get away with this? I'm not losing a pawn there to 95. Just checking, just checking. Takes, 95. I'll take with the knight. Right. It looks standard sort of position. I know this c-pawn looks weak. It is weak, potentially. He's not daring to castle kingside, is he, at the moment? Can I do this and live to tell the tale? Knight d4, knight b4 to factor in. I think they're harmless. He's not castling kingside routinely. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Is he worried about something? Aha. Aha. I can keep overprotecting e5 and wait for him to castle. Now castling queen e4 is interesting. g6, bishop h6 maybe. Or I could give my queen d4 as well. If I play bishop b1, so it's out of the firing line of the bishop here. So that's another thing. I mean, let's just check this tactically. What's going on here? Drop this bishop back. Have a look. Tactically, castles, queen e4. He's holding on. Bishop's holding on to c1. Knight d4 to b5 to d6 potentially. Would he take there? The rook is held by the bishop and the thing. If g5, bishop d2. I'm hoping this is okay. There is knight d5, bishop d2. Am I getting a passive position? What if I take away that d5 square? Take away this d5 square just in case. This knight d5 is dangerous. Okay, the battery is dangerous. So g5, g4. I could have knight e1 prepared. It's getting a bit passive. g5, bishop g3, g4, knight e1. Yes, his refusal to castle is reaping, unfortunately, some dividends. I'm not getting any comfortable attacking opportunity, and in fact I seem to be being attacked. This battery construction along with g5, g4. So I've got knight e1 defending g2. So knight h4 could be dangerous. Knight d4. Knight d4. Oh, crikey. Oh. This looks starting to look scary, I gotta say. Trying to keep control of d4. Gotta keep control of d4. And g5, g4, knight d4. Right, g5, bishop g3, g4, knight e1, knight d4. Or knight d4 immediately. Maybe knight d4 immediately was interesting. Put this back. If I take that out, just to rule out knight d4s, hold on. Let's just take that out. So I go here. Let's blunt this down. I think I'm going to sack the exchange and play for e6. Bring the pawns together. Some central pawn mobility. extinguishes attack. I want to have the dynamic play. I don't want to be on the defensive for this blitz game. Have the exchange. Take it. I'm fed up with this bishop pointing at my king. He's not taking the exchange there. Fine. Okay. Do you want to take it here? Nope. Fine. Okay. Refusal to take the exchange. Right, it's interesting. And G5 is on the way, I guess, right? Trap the bishop, maybe potentially. Can I neutralise this? Get the bishop out of being trapped. Potentially. Queen d4, queen d3, queen d3. Drop this bishop back, I think. I'll play for bishop b2, rook d6 at this rate. D8 queening. Can't see any check.
Check.
That's a rook d7 here. I can't see any check. Alright, thanks for the game, Rocky Top. No mercy for you. Okay. Hope it doesn't mean that. Very quick, very confident. F6 threatens. Oh, I could be getting stuffed here, actually. Never know. Hit the queen. Be able to play knight takes at this rate. I'll play bishop here. Oh dear, rook f7, rook h7. Right, I'll follow the check.
Check.
I'll play rook f7 to h7. What do I? E takes, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes, rook g7. Maybe. I don't like this pin particularly. Right, I'll take that. Looks awkward actually for me. Bishop d7. I want to be able to play knight c8 to d6, but will I get a chance to do that? That's a big question. Or maybe just... oh no, okay. Takes is on g6. If I play knight c6 instead? Actually that looks promising. Although I think his idea is bishop c4. Alright, whatever though, knight c6 seems... I should play it. Think about it. This bishop c4 threat. There's also queen g6. Multiple threats. If I lose the exchange there, does it matter? Get the queens off. He hasn't gone for the exchange. Or maybe he missed it. Knight b6, probably rook f8 to hold against bishop f5. When he takes on d7, it's taking on f5 after. I'll kick this guy. Now losing the exchange here looks like a bit of fun to be had with the centre pawns. Completely wrong about this. I get to d3, knight d4. So there's got b3, there's rook c7, knight moves, bishop a6. Oh, he's just sacking immediately, wow. Well, there's bishop a6 here. Bishop up against the two connected passed pawns. I'll get my king to the centre. Can I immediately put pressure? I want to get the king over here, I think.
Check.
I don't like the two connected pass pawns. Didn't like them particularly. Bishop on e4 would be good, surely. Then rook b2, as if I'm taking this first. The king's over here. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Bishop's covering it. F4 is a nice thing to have here. Though, I'll take that.
Check.
To get my king to F3. It's a very good attacking piece. Okay, one threatened. Alright, fence to the game, no mercy for you. Okay, do I try my luck on the auto pairing? It's going to be a killer. I'll try my luck on the auto pairing. I got killed completely on the 3-minute auto pairing last week. Could try that. Could try revenge. Can I try and win a game on the 3-minute auto pairing? Just one will do. So I am. Try and weaken his king side. Queen a5 to h5 is an annoying plan. Without his knight on f3. With tempo. Queen h5, bishop a7. Alright. Oh, actually e4. I've just allowed e4. No, hang on. e4, knight g4. Do I get a chance for d6? I want to be able to play d6 or d5. Take that guy. Where am I? There's bishop f4 to defend things. Then what? g5, bishop g3. At minimum, there's knight e3. Oh, it's tempting. Actually, his c3 knight will be hanging. What am I talking about? Bishop f4 is not ideal. There's bishop c3 there. Bishop takes c3. So he's ignoring that. Fine. Let's go for it. Come on. Let's go for it. Bishop f4, bishop c3. He has to hold h2, right? Bishop f4, bishop c3. Like that. Let's hold the center for a moment. Now I thought bishop f4, you see.
Check.
Maybe f5, and I'm threatening bishop c3 for queen f4. Bishop c3, queen g4, bishop d2. If takes, queen f4 is check. So queen takes g4, bishop takes d2. In other words, I believe bishop takes c3 here is a good move. Let's work on both sides of the board here. Nope, didn't do anything. Okay, threatening queen g1. I missed that. Simple. But still, queen g1, there's a bit of pressure here. What does he do about queen g1? I got him thinking about queen g1 anyway. What's the amazing solution? Keep threatening things for a bit. He's on my bishop, by the way. Bishop f3 takes. I'm on bishop, no rook g6. Okay, where does he want to? What does he want to do here? I'm threatening D takes now to get pawn. Get this pawn. F5 of bishop E4, I believe. Alright, so he's on my queen. Hit the bishop now. Okay, it's queen F2. Whoa, checkmated the IM. Yes, I've actually won a game on the 3-minute auto pairing. That makes me feel good. I just need to win another one on the 3-minute auto pairing, then another, and then I'll start to get some revenge from last week. Okay, if I can beat like 3 of the IMs on the 3-minute auto pairing, I'll be happy. I'm not asking much. But I think I put him under pressure with the piece sack. The piece sacks on H3 are great ways to win, I think, blitz games, because you're creating problems. Might not be entirely sound, but you're creating problems. Is A4 H5 around? Okay, I'm going to give him another 15 seconds, and it wasn't a very nice game, but I'm going to kill all the IMs today. I need revenge. I mean, I'm not a nice person. I'm sorry. I need to just crush loads of people on the 3-minute auto pairing. Okay, this is it. We're going on the 3-minute auto pairing. Okay. Not in chess anyway. Okay. He's going to trap my bishop if I'm not careful. I see. With H4. Let's not underestimate the bishop being trapped. So B4 C5 plan to disrupt this arrogant structure he's created with the bishop on C5. Can I disrupt this whole structure with C5? Not so stable now, is it? If I can undermine the whole thing at D6. Start calculating. Rook D8 CD, Rook D6, Bishop E5. Knight F3, Bishop F3. That's a nasty pin. Yeah, I like this position. I'm wondering what he's doing about this. D6.
Check.
Yes, I thought nothing much. Okay. So some sort of C1 little tactic is coming, I guess. 94. Okay, can we get the queens off? Don't mind the queens off there. So C6 first. If I take the knight G5, F6, knight E6. hold that. Target. Target. 2 targets. My back row is weak at the moment. I'll take that. Check. I'll take this one and check as well at this rate.
Check. Check.
Okay. Very good. Let's get rid of this pin. This is a nuisance pin.
Check.
Knight c6. Try and win that bishop. No less. Am I getting mated with some sick mating there? That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Oh, that's a nuisance. What about g3 then? Nope. Okay, I'll take her. Rook c8 coming. I didn't mean to do that. What a moron. Thinking about something else.
Check. Time warning.
Can't see him making that yet.
Check. Check. Check.
Okay, yeah, second IM, good. I'm starting to get a bit of revenge. Just warming up. Okay. That's 2 IMs. If I get to about 4 IMs on the 3-minute auto pairing, I'll start to be happy about last week. I'm not being ambitious or anything. I just want some revenge from last week. The 3-minute auto pairing, in particular. This guy's not ready. What is it? Why isn't he ever ready? He challenges me. He's never ready. Come on, what's going on here? I'm going to ignore... I'm sorry, I'm going to ignore his challenges from now on. Okay. A4, H5 is never ready. I don't know what's happened to him. Alright, 3-minute auto pairing. Or 5-minute. Let's go for it. Oh, why did I want to play c3? That was an accident. Okay, now I've played it anyway. Get into a London system or relative. Solid start. I want him to take her. I don't want to take on f5. Is he going to take her? Nope. I don't want to give him a dynamic game with double pawns there. Particularly. Right. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . trying to make sure my knight's not getting trapped. Is my knight trapped already? It's going to be hard to give it a square retreat. I'm going to go to G1 on E4. C4 coming up. C4. I'm going to play C4 plan. Rook C1, Queen B3, Knight C2. Queen B3. Rook C1, Knight C2. To B4. It's quite aggressive over there. Knight A6 threatens. So say King A8. What to do?
Check.
He's missed the threat. Oh, it's provisional. Okay, Benny wins. Thanks for the game. Benny wins. Okay. Now Benny wins is a dangerous character, so we're playing on the 3-minute Benny wins. Okay. I'm going to play this system I've been playing in Bullet a lot, just Cold Spring. Play this quite quickly. It's a fairly solid position. Latent energy. I could have just won a piece there with E5. Good night. Instead of taking, was E5 winning a piece? That is interesting. I think it might have been. But it's only a 3-minute game, so I'm not going to be worried too much. B4, Bishop B2 takes. Is he playing Knight D4 after? I'll do this. Let him have the, yeah, the D4 square is a bit vulnerable. Not ideal with that D4 square control.
Check.
E5, swap off the bishops. Okay, G5 on Knight E4. Maybe G5, clamp on F6. Queen G4, Bishop F3, Queen F2. Maybe for Bishop F3, Knight E4. Go away, Queen. Alright, so Bishop F3, King G2, Rook H1 plan. He's got a check there. Yeah, he had a check on H3. Double. Got to be concerned about his B pawn though. This B pawn. I can treble potentially, so G4, Queen H3. It's a treble. Is Bishop D5 helping things? This B pawn's pretty dangerous. Try and play this first. Oh, I just helped him. Queen h3, queens takes, queen h8. I think that's too dangerous. Especially on f7, my target on f7 could help here. b1, take, king f8, queen h8 is mate at the moment. I've always got rook b1 as an emergency button here for this pawn queening. The pawn isn't that well supported, with that bishop's kind of blocked in its own structure. So I'm wondering here.
Check. Check.
Okay. e6 looks dangerous for check, and then check on h7, queen e5 after.
Check.
Queen f6.
Check.
Whereas queen e5 for a lethal discovered check.
Check.
E takes f7.
Check. 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 Checkmate.
Okay, thanks, Spinny Wins. Okay, let's do another 3-minute auto pairing. Nice nickname, Machete. Okay. Right. Very, very quick player, very quick. Yes. Try and distract on this side, I think. Before I get mated. But this is looking dangerous.
Check.
Just want to know how dangerous I can get the queens off here. Or bishop f5. I think I'll... I'm not sure. In one respect, d5, I think he just wants to win on time underneath this, actually. I think that's the real thing. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time analysing bishop f5 versus queen d4. That wasn't even a check. What am I doing? It wasn't a check. Alright. This king is just looking too exposed here. Knight d6 was threatened. 30 seconds down. 30 seconds down. Have I got bishop b7 coming up?
check,
Hmm. Oh, you can just take that. That was a stupid move. You can just take that. Oh, I was trying to defend d6. He hasn't played that. Okay. Still getting blasted. Oh, I'm just getting absolutely murdered. On the clock in position.
check, check, time warning.
Horrible. Horrible. He starts positioning and then the rook h5 later. That was very deceiving. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Tough. Alga. Alright, so c5, knight c6. Trying to open up this F file. Some pressure. Alright, yeah. For e4, bishop d6. Trying to get an aggressive pawn chain first, then worry about things later. Aggressive pawn chain, and the pieces should improve. I hope. And so queen f6 looks dangerous, knight e5 looks dangerous. c4 knight d3 looks really interesting. Okay, so then the check there on f2. Okay, I'll
Check.
take that because I mean g2. Get a pawn back. Just get my pieces developed for a bit. Maybe d4 takes rook c8 check. Now d4 here looks dangerous. There's also bishop a4 to create some weaknesses. What sort of impact I don't know that would have, but it might be worth flinging in. Alright, d3 for a moment. Getting pushed back a bit. Not achieving much here with this pin at the moment.
Check.
At least his rook's not that active. Okay. Try and topple this structure over. Bishop e3, rook g2. Alright. Rook g1 now without king b2.
Check. Check. Check.
G pawn. And take this rook off. I think it's fairly over. Funny enough. King of 2 g1. Oh, it's not over till it's over. Okay. Rook h. Oh, this really isn't over till it's over. If I take here, takes bishop c8. Okay. Takes b6, bishop c8. Oh crap. And the game continues. I don't have to move that. Okay, right, thanks Olga. Okay, if any new challenges, I'll learn them. So 3-minute again, doing better than last time in the 3-minute auto pairing. I like this. When they seem to have ignored the Smith-Morra on a sort of pre-move basis. Get to play e6 usually, and bishop b5, and it's usually quite painful for black.
Check. Get this diagonal with queen h5 if possible. Check. Check.
Maybe I should take. Concerned about the H file. I'll try and neutralize that. Bishop f4, queen f3. I'll take on d5 here. Bishop c3 or bishop d4. King h2. Queen c7 is dangerous. So maybe knight d5 for bishop e3. So bishop d4, bishop e3.
Check.
Oh, I'll just blunder the piece. Oh, that's just great.
Check.
Oh, muppets. Right, knight c7. I think it's reasonable. I haven't got such a bad position. It's more simplified.
Check.
G3 for rook f6.
Check. Check.
There's rook d6 check there. Oh, it's got to be careful. This.
Check.
Trying to win that knight.
Check.
Nice pin if you can get it. Check, takes, threatens mate.
Check.
Threaten mate.
Checkmate.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, just kid on the 3-minute auto pairing. Look at this, surprise button. Rather than the usual E5. It's got a bit of its own venom. On the 3-minute game this could be a bit trickier. Give me the centre there. That fight. Queen b6, knight f5, I think. Try and soften the king's side if I can. HG and bishop d4. Try and weaken the king's side. There's always knight b3 after. Knight d4 to c6, better plan probably. Some compensation, I hope, on the dark squares. On G2 here. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's hard on this auto parry. Jeez, man, that was hard to take. It was 2403 on the 3-minute auto parrying. That's quite good actually. It's quite a dangerous player. Very dangerous player. Very dangerous. Okay, 3-minute or the 5-minute, either. He can't always be a kid all his life. It's an intimidating nickname, but you look at his ratings, he's been up to 2403 on the 3-minute auto parrying. 5-minute, he's been up to 2517 in November 2016. November last year, 2517. Alright, so a 3-minute game getting nowhere. Taking on E4 looks uncomfortable. Rook E8, Queen E7, or Rook E8, Queen D7, or Queen D7. Yeah, I'll try and soften the king side. Sometimes this. I'll play this. Actually, I don't want double pawns there. He's out to swap off my bishops, clearly. And the bishop takes her. Take the queen. Takes a rook. Take a rook. I guess that works. Ignore it then. Try and weaken E3 here. That's not happening in a hurry. I should have considered the check. That was a bit naughty of me. I didn't consider the check. It's only a 3-minute game though. If I take Rook E2, looks like a nice tactic. Queen D1, Rook E1. Oh, I've got him in shell shock there. Again, Rook E3 here looks like a nice tactic. Same idea. Takes Rook E1. Takes Rook E2. Same idea. Queen moves Rook E1. There's Queen A1 here. There's more Queen A1 more mileage, and Queen A1 Is this mating? Is this form pawn?
Check. Check. Checkmate.
Cool, quite like that one. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's Fast and Furious, the 3-minute auto pairing. Okay, yeah, the form pawn was quite dangerous. Still getting the rating up on the 3-minute auto pairing at the moment. Mathman. Quite a low rating for an IM on the auto pairing. It might be a bit slow or something. Internet connection or something. Cheapos. E6, take D5. Oh, we'll get that light square bishop. Try and break down the light squares with D5. F5 takes. Right, so D5. D5. Okay, what is he doing? Is he blocking my bishop? If I go for that pawn for a moment. Controlling F1, if I can double quickly. You can hit E6, I guess. Queen G4, Queen E8. It's nice that I'm controlling F1 here. I think the position's okay. Queen G4, Queen E8. Right. So I want to play like Rook F7, Rook F2. Do I? Rook F7, Rook F... okay, he's got this back row stuff. G6 is immune because of check. Can I do this for a moment just to be irritating? If I play H5 just to tempt him. There's Rook F1 winning the Queen. Gives me this position. Rook F1. Coming in.
Check. Check.
What can I do with this? Nothing. I don't think I've achieved anything here. And get the thing to E4 maybe. That would hold G6. Hold E6 as well, be handy. Let's play for bishop F4. Or win this pawn. Right, is he going to mate me? I can hit the knight immediately. Oh, crikey. I think I've got to hit it with the king. Alright. It's getting a bit scary. I'll take this. Maybe bishop c1. Try and stop his queen going to g5. Okay. Browning takes. No, I'm not.
Check. Time warning.
Oh. I've just blown everything. Oh, I had such a clock advantage to mess up there. Oh, that was a mess. And a reasonable position. I messed that up. Okay, challenge from this metal of 1, 2, 3. Okay. Try and break out of this. What's going to happen? Keeping my bishop a prisoner quite dramatically. Until now, I thought he was keeping my bishop a prisoner. Are you free there? Okay, try and unpin this guy. C4 actually. I want F2 actually. Yeah, I want F2. Into the game. Okay, Z karaoke. Karaoke. Sorry, karaoke. Z karaoke. I had a club game in this line, but I didn't take it on C6. Chicken kebab disaster game over the board. Black just got a massive position quickly and won quite quickly. That was when I first started noticing terrible impact chicken hands before in an over the board game. Or online, actually, I've noticed recently as well. Okay, can I castle here? This is a 3-minute game, right? I've got some dynamic stuff going on, I hope. Do I? Maybe not. Okay, maybe I do. I have to believe I do. Okay, if I take this is going to play bishop g4. I'll take it here. Taking on f4 or rook f. Let's see what he's doing with these knights. Let's get the guys back. Oh, there's rook h4. Play this then. g6, there's knight f6. Oh, he just does that. I didn't factor that in. Oops. Oh well. What's a bishop? He's got, unfortunately, got check on e3. This would have been good. I thought he was going to take a rook if I'm queen e3. He's letting me off the hook. This guy. Yeah, I think he could have just, yeah, whatever. Okay, castles, I take the bishop. So I'm back in the driving seat, I believe. Queen h2, okay, that's to be addressed somehow. g3. Let me have a pawn to get the queens off. Rook g7, rook f1 after.
Check.
Now bishop h4, rook h7. Play rook h7 anyway. Hold h4 and double the rooks. Rook a7, rook a8. Plan. Okay.
Check.
Protect this guy again. And then kick the bishop with king g2. Protect the pawn, then king g2. King f3. Put everything on light squares away from the bishop. Pass pawn, thanks. King g4, h6. Okay, thanks for the game, Zakarioka. Thanks. I think you had me at some point. Oh, can we try and get revenge on Just Kid? He's a tough cookie. And fast. Didn't play c4. d3 threatened. Double the rooks. Looks good so far. Bishop h3 is statistically winning me games tonight, so I'll continue the tradition, I hope. With bishop h3 here. Looks crushing to me. Let's see. Knight c6, bishop takes g2. Let's not waste time. King takes queen h2. So if he takes here, queen h1. I'm playing bishop g2 if he plays knight takes c6. Bishop takes g2 here. He's got g2. Okay, that's an interesting resource he's found. What if I took on d4, then took on f3? Is that the best way of playing it? It's one way of playing it, which is pretty clear, I think. Although he's got a check for sure. Okay, f2 check here.
Check.
Bye bye. Thanks for the game, Just Kid. Yeah, thanks for the game. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, he's not a kid. He's probably an adult. Please, I'm sorry. I'm killing kids, but you know he had it coming. I just want to make sure he knows about king safety. Yeah, it's to help his evolution as a chess player. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's go on the 3-minute auto pairing again. I'm just helping out the kids to improve. Yeah, I'm just helping them out. You know, that they can learn their lessons, can't they? They've got loads of time to improve. I'm sorry. I don't know. I sometimes I get uncontrollable laughter. So Jimmy, I don't know what happens. I don't know. It's the weather or something. I don't think I'm getting enough vitamin D. It's affected me. I'm sorry. Not enough vitamin D. I'm afraid it's the winter now. It's affected me. Yeah. Okay. I have got vitamin D supplement recently. I'm going to take check. I'm messing this up. Getting nothing from this, am I? Getting nothing from this, I assume. Pawn situation. Well, pawn down for not much. He's got the bishop pair. Give me the e4 square. That could be handy, I hope. Rook E1 coming up. Try and trap the queen. Rook E1 traps the queen potentially. It's coming out of that. G3. Or G takes. There's a back row issue. If you took with the rook with queen D8. Any tricks here? Nope. Maybe takes knight D6 with knight F7. Well, I'm threatening rook E8 check as well. That's a pain. So is rook E7 doing anything? Am I getting murdered with that? Try and play for knight F7 still. Whatever that does. Knight G5 takes. Knight F7 here. King G7. Knight G5.
Check.
He's got to be worried about knight G5 a bit. Knight G5 here. I'm taking this and taking this. Hold on a sec. Check. No, no, no. I'll keep the discover check on. Do I play it here? Somewhere else.
Check.
Let's check a knight E6.
Check.
So he plays that H6, right? So if I take king here, but I play knight E6, trying to win some material back. Is he playing rook E8 for rook E1? I'll have to leave that there. I'll take here first. He takes on E6. Whereas I'll take here, it's not necessarily mating now. Take on G2. So I'm threatening his rook. Right, he's just letting me do this. I want that pawn, that's for sure. 35 seconds. How fast do pre-moves work? Test that.
Check. 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 Check.
Oh man, I've screwed up there big time. Oh, it's typical. Oh man, that is typical. That is just typical. I mean, I'm higher rated than him. And he's like quick as well. He's like, I thought I'd get a good position. All right, okay, one more in the 3 minute. No, it's still as tough as last week. I think I've just had a bit more luck. It's still as tough as last week. It's no easy way. no easy games on the 3 minute. I just I was confident there for a moment. He got back right at me. Okay.
Check.
It's like 4 pawns for the knight. If I can get my knights back into the game. B3 to C5. How do we get this knight back? Knight D3. Quite a few pawns for the knight. Oh, rook against 2 knights. Okay. Can I screw this up, or is this possible to win this?
Check.
Too many checks around. Okay. Please let me end on a high note. I better not say that actually. Okay. It's all in the focus maybe. Rook A. Okay. Oh. That was clever. Is that King E6 on knight D5? I get to play Rook E4 here.
Check. Check.
There's F4 check, friend.
Check.
F4.
Check. Check.
Not there.
Check.
Trying to get away from this knight, actually. This knight.
Check.
Okay, one.
Check. Check. Time. Check. Check. Check.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on a high note. Yeah, it was the 3 minute was more fun than last week from my point of view. I don't know about from your point of view. Okay, one fun, 10 boring. If you want to vote now, but I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean the 3 minute is a bit quick, isn't it? I'm furious, but there's a lot of IMs and stuff kicking around on the 3 minute auto pairing. Yes, and vitamin D, yes, important sometimes. Maybe, well, for me, I think I need to take some. But yeah, okay, winter months. I hope you're doing okay. Coming up, have a good weekend, and hope you win some games this year and have fun. Okay, okay. Let's see, and here, yeah, checking. I'm thinking we're going to end here. By the way, if you haven't seen Holby City, there was a chess reference in it. They have a Holby City chess club. The best man came back. Look at the last episode of Holby City. Wonderful chess connection created. Okay, see you next week. Cheers then.